Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do your sneak peek for the week. How are you? I hope you're well. I hope this 24th of October is good for you, that Monday didn't push you down and call you names and all those things that Monday likes to do to us, right? And yeah, so I'm just having a little bit of coffee. It's decaf at this time of night, of course, for me. But we've got decaf and some Cinnabon creamer and some whipped cream. Sorry for the slurps. Ooh, it's good. Do it all up for me, man. Part of my self-care. All right. So if you've not attended a sneak peek before, this is a reading that I do once a week on a Monday or a Tuesday, usually a Monday. And I am here to give all signs a sneak peek for this week. This is for the current week. So I will mark everything in the description below in terms of time frames, but you know, that will equate to the chapters. You can just scroll this video without having to go into the description. All right. What else do I need to tell you? We're going from Aries to Pisces. We will start with Aries, and that's why I mark everything here, why I timestamp it for you, so you can jump around as you will. But please do one thing for me. Please, please, please stop watching tarot for your sun sign only. I mean, it's good, but please also find out your moon and your rising sign. Please go to my Facebook page. It's of the same name, Ten of Cups Tarot, and I've just posted something there that's going to help you read your chart, you know, not in a professional way, of course, but understand who you are in terms of your natal chart. Natal charts are free all over the internet. All right, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for the week, Aries. We're going to start with you, the leader. Aries, what is coming up for you this week? Aries, sneak peek for this week. Oh, some sort of disappointment. What's going on here? Something you're thinking about, feeling disappointed about. Something, whatever you're thinking about is causing you to feel disappointed, feeling like it's never going to work out, feeling as though you, maybe something came between you and someone else, someone or something. Oh, got one sticking out here. Knight of Swords. Now we've got 4 swords. Shows you in healing. Why are you trying to go back to the past, though? You have some words for someone in the past. You have communication, something you want to say, something you've been carrying around with you for a long time, and it's heavy. You're losing hope. You're losing hope that there is time left, or that you're going to be able to work this out. The star, of course, is Aquarius. When I see the star in reverse, it's like I'm not done my healing yet. I still need to heal. I need to heal these thoughts, this disappointment. I need to heal it. Why can't I heal it? Yeah. And I feel as though like you're losing hope that you're ever going to feel, I want to say normal, but it's not a thing, y'all. Nobody's normal, right? Normal is never a thing. Normal is just society's idea of what normal is, and I don't believe it for a second. But I feel as though somebody here is down on themselves. Why am I not, like, why doesn't it ever work out for me? Why isn't this thing working out for me? I feel like you have something to say to someone, that something that you've got up in the mind that you're not letting out. It's disappointing. You're disappointed with the situation and the way it did or did not turn out in your favor. Things are dropping here. What do we have? The wheel. Okay. We have the wheel. I feel like the universe is giving you the go-ahead, saying, look, there's going to be change here. If you're someone who has been healing, who's been in healing, right? 3 and 1 is 4. I feel like if you're someone who has been in healing, you're healing from something that's in the past that I feel like you have some stuck energy is what I want to say. You have some, just listening. Yeah, I think that you have something in your chart that makes you fixed. You've got either Scorpio, Taurus, Leo or Aquarius in your chart, and it's causing you an issue. You want to go to the past, you want to talk to that person back there, but the universe is saying, look, we need change. We need fortunate change. You need to get out of this energy of the Three of Swords, and it's time for you to move forward. You're beginning to lose hope in a situation. You're beginning to lose hope that this person still loves you, or is that there is any emotion here. Yeah. I feel like the thing is this, is that the Wheel of Fortune is right up next to the Ace of Cups. So I feel like there is going to be communion here. Yeah, there is going to be love and communion and you know, everything that you want that's overflowing. I feel like you're standing here with the cup and you're feeling as though someone's not going to take it, or you're losing hope that you can't get out of this mindset here, that someone is not going to, you're losing hope that someone's going to accept your cup, Aries. That's what it feels like. Three of Wands tells me that you want the adventure. You want to go. You've made a decision to go. The thing is this, is that if you go that way, what's in front of her? Water. You got to deal with your emotions. And that's what's holding you back. That's why you haven't left yet. You're not necessarily grounded enough to go yet. Yeah, I feel as though you're not necessarily grounded enough to go yet. I feel like you want to transplant yourself, like you want to be pulled out of a situation you're in and dropped into a different situation. And because the other situation I feel is playing on your mind, it's like you're on the verge of going back there for someone. That's what it feels like. You want to move forward to justice. You're waiting either for something to be decided legally in the courts for you, or you're just waiting for things to even out. I think you have something to say to someone, and it's you need to say the thing that you need to say. Say what you need to say. That's what John Mayer says, right? That's a song. Say what you need to say. End of a partnership. Okay, so I feel like you've ended something here, Aries, and I feel like this week is the week that the final nail goes in the coffin. That's what I want to say. The final nail goes in the coffin. Ugh, it's ugly. Yeah. Something that's been in the courts for a while, or a decision you've been waiting on, is going to go in your favor. But I feel like it's an ugly ending. And I feel like it's a partnership. And what it does is it could financially impact you. And that's why you could be losing hope about love, because I feel like you feel out of balance in your pentacles. But I also feel that a partnership has come to an end. So someone you weren't necessarily in love with anymore, something has ended here. Ten of Swords. I feel like you held the cycle open, or you didn't want to change, or you were holding off change for a very long time. And then finally you contacted the lawyer and said, I can't do this anymore. We need to cut this out. We have to do it. The King of Swords is someone who's making a decision that's best for everyone involved. And I feel that if it wasn't you, it was you left it to the courts or to the lawyer to make the best decisions, of course, with your input. But I feel like there is a cycle that is ready to close, and it should be closed. I feel like you're not going back there, because if we wouldn't see all these fixed signs here if you were going back there. The Wheel of Fortune is pulling you forward, right? Fortunate things. This is a big change, right? A fortunate change. Things are moving forward in love. Things are moving forward for you in terms of your passions. You're going to move forward with your passions this week. And we have the Two of Pentacles. I feel like your biggest fear is that you're going to be financially impacted once the decision is made. But I really feel, Aries, that if there is you're awaiting a legal decision of some kind, I feel like it is going to impact your pentacles, but not really in a horrendous way, okay? But I do have 3 and 2 is 5, and I just want to bring that to light here, because we do have 5 pentacles. So I feel that either you're going to, maybe you're used to living on a lot more, and now you're going to be impacted, and now you're going to have to watch your pennies, or you're going to have to watch your spending. Or you have just enough for everything. You just don't have enough for extra. That's all. But I feel as though also is that you've been on the outside of this relationship looking in for a long time, and it's just time to figure it out. Yeah, it's time for you to go pursue something else. And I think that you are. Oh, look at that! I feel like you're pursuing something else because you're bored. You no longer have any reason just to sit there and wait and stew in this energy of the Four of Cups. I also feel as though somebody had offered you a cup, and a cup maybe that you didn't take. And I feel as though that even though you're feeling kind of off balance, kind of disconnected, I feel like you're going to go forward anyway, and you're going to. Oh, because you've been holding on to someone here. You've been holding on to an overwhelming opportunity, something that's made you feel sad in the past. You're going to have communication with somebody that you think is going to give you what for. I think that you are moving forward to someone here, someone who is very interested in you, someone that there was an unrequited love situation about. With the Knight of Cups in the reverse, I feel like either you offered the cup or they offered the cup to you, but it wasn't the right situation. It wasn't the right time. You were going through all of this. So I feel like you still have love for this person, and now it's time to go forward because the Wheel of Fortune is here. But I also feel as though you don't really have to worry about all that money. Now, I'm just saying, we do have 3 and 2 of Pentacles under here. I'm just saying this, yes, there could be an impact to your Pentacles, but I feel like you build it up really quick, or you don't really have to worry about it because you're financially stable. And I think that you're just off to find your passions. Yeah. And you're going to need to get up to do it. You're going to need to take some action in order to do that. All right. Taurus, my bull gang. Here we go. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week, Taurus. Sneak peek for this week, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus. Taurus. Page of Cups. The Emperor. And the 3 of Swords. Interesting. Interesting. Just listening. So we have the Emperor. You know what I think? I feel like the Emperor is coming forward. That's what it feels like. The Emperor has broken your heart, Taurus. The Emperor has broken your heart or disappointed you. And I feel like this person's coming to say sorry for that. Whatever it is that they did that caused the disappointment or the heartbreak. I feel like the Emperor is going to crack open the door just a little bit. Page of Cups. And I feel like there's going to be some emotional apologies or emotional a surprised emotional apology. That's what it looks like, Taurus. Yeah, I feel like this Emperor has caused you great burden. Yeah, that you've been carrying this burden about this Emperor for a long time. Things are about to move forward, though. Understand you're not going to be here forever, Taurus. You're not going to be here forever in this energy of the 3 of Swords. Because change is here. Yeah. You could be dealing with someone who is a fixed sign, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, or Leo. Taurus, you might just want to scroll back if you haven't looked at Aries reading, if you have anything to do with an Aries, because the Emperor is Aries, but we also got the King of Swords in the Aries reading. Now, of course, this is about making decisions, high-level decisions that are going to make great change in your life. Like things, I'm not saying it's going to be great change, but the Wheel of Fortune says it'll be fortunate change. But I feel like the King of Swords is telling me that things are going to be moving forward. Ready or not, here I come. That's what it feels like. Somebody who's been healing, someone who caused a great deal of burdens for you, Taurus, is about to come forward, I feel. He's just going to pop up with this explanation or whatever it is to ease your mind. I feel that you will move forward fortunately in this situation. I feel like you've been stuck, and that's what's going to unstuck you. Yeah, it's gonna jiggle you free from this energy that you've been stuck in about this heartbreak here. I feel like things are about to move now, move forward. Ready or not, here I come. Right, the Wheel of Fortune is moving forward, whether you're ready or not. It's divine timing. It's time that it happened. The King of Swords I do see as a lawyer, a judge, or a magistrate, someone who makes high-level decisions, the best decisions for all involved. I feel like that these burdens were too much for you, Taurus, and you ended up cutting away somebody. It could be the Emperor. You could be the Emperor, understand, right? But I feel like this week, I feel the person that you cut away, the person that had harsh words for you and made you feel like not enough, that person is the one that's going to communicate this week. There is going to be a communication here. This is the person that broke your heart. The one that there's 3 swords here. This person's been trying to make a decision to come forward, but there is movement now. 5 and 1 is 6. There is going to be movement coming forward this week. I believe someone is going to communicate with you, Taurus. For some of you anyway, about them being on a new path, and they want to know if you want to go with them. They're on a new path in happiness, a new path of growth. The sun is giving you clarity on all of it. I feel like this person really wants to come forward and say sorry. They've been stuck for a while too, but they've been manifesting you the whole time. The Emperor's been manifesting you the whole time. The sun is about growth, right? There's growth. You know, the sun is looking down on the child on the horse, right? Making sure to light the way, to make sure that there's clarity in all the things that are decided, right? Decision holding a wand. And the sun, I feel, is important. So you can see this 2 of Wands. You can see your way clear of which path you should be on. I think you're on the right path, honestly. I think you're on the right path because you are going to receive communication. It's going to set you back. I'm just telling you. I don't feel it's going to set you back in Pentacles, but I feel like it's going to shake you down. It's someone that you're expecting, but you're like, nah, bro, that person's never coming forward. Here's the growth. Yeah. For some of you, it could be a King of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, but ultimately I feel like you'll get clarity in love. This person's going to make it very clear that they're in love with you, Taurus. Knight of Swords. And I feel like it's going to come pretty quick this week. Just saying. All right, Gemini. Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini, if you're just doing a private read, you can get me down in the description there. If you're interested in, I have something for all the pocketbooks. All right. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini. What is up for Gemini this week? What's this? Okay. There you go, Gemini. That's what's coming this week. Feels like there is someone that you're really taken with. Someone you're wondering if they're going to take the cup. You're going to offer it, but are they going to take it? You want a communion with them. Wow. Okay. Starting on a new path in passion, a new path in love, a new passion, Gemini. You're worried it's not going to work out. You're worried it's going to happen like it always happens, that maybe you're not going to get what you want. But I feel like you're in a disappointed state of mind, that maybe your heart is broken or you are disappointed about something that didn't turn up for you the way you thought it would or didn't work out. Okay. It's because of a past relationship, I think, Gemini, that you feel like you have been released from something that was breaking your heart. Now it's time to move forward. That there is still a little bit of doubt, I'm going to say. Even though you've been released from a tough situation that broke your heart or disappointed you, I feel like you're still a little bit in fear. Capricorn in the reverse. Okay, so you've been released from another situation. Gemini, that's what I feel is going on here. You've been released from another relationship or something that you were connected to. Someone that you were connected to that you had an attachment with has released you, or you've released yourself. But it's disappointing. You wished it would have worked out. You're on your own now, and it's time for things to materialize for you. It's time for you to begin again. I feel like you're going to invest in something else or someone else. And the Page of Pentacles is about what's coming in, right? What am I attracting? What am I bringing in? What am I bringing in? I'm trying to begin something new here. Whatever you've been manifesting is what's coming. It makes you nervous, though, because you're the wounded warrior. You've been hurt before, right? You're arguing with yourself about what you should do. Should you move forward, Gemini? Yes, you should. It looks like you should move forward. So this Fool energy, I feel that you start feeling that you're not enough. Fake it till you make it, right? And I feel like it works out in your favor. So this week, I feel, is the week you make the decision that that's it. I'm finding a new love, or I'm finding a new passion. I'm passionately in love with someone else, and I need to move forward. Six of Swords. You're moving forward with all of the lessons that you've learned. And the devil tells me you've been released, or you're being released from this Three of Swords finally. You're releasing yourself from the Three of Swords. You're manifesting it, I believe, because it's time to begin again. I feel like you still are the wounded warrior, and that you may carry around for a while yet, and you're arguing with yourself as to whether you're worth enough, to keep moving, and you are. You may be feeling like the Two of Pentacles right now, like you're kind of, balancing on a toe, balancing on a rope, right? That the universe is the only thing holding you up. And that might be true right now, but understand it's going to work out for you, Gemini. Okay? This is the week, possibly, that you meet the Hierophant or the spiritual teacher. That's who's in your future. It could be someone who's a psychologist, psychiatrist. Could also be someone who is clergy. Yep. Maybe you're talking with clergy, or that you are looking for a committed relationship. Maybe that's what the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups was, right? All right, here we go. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer, what is up for you this week? This is your sneak peek for this week, Cancer. If you're interested in a private read, please look below in the description. I have something for everyone's pocketbook if you're interested in a private read. Here we go. Cancer, what's going on for you this week? Sneak peek for this week, Cancer. All right. It's going to be some passion. Somebody's getting some snuggles this week, I feel. Cancer. Oh, Cancer. I feel like that you're attracted to this person, like incredibly attracted to this person that you're going to see this week. I don't think it's a surprise to you. It feels like you already know this person and that you've been planning to move forward, or maybe up the ante. It feels like, because we've got 3 and 1 is 4 wands, right? I feel like you're going to maybe take the relationship to the next level, or be a little more honest about how you're feeling about the relationship, that up till now, maybe it's been a lot of physical. Not saying that's bad, but we have the 9 of Wands. The thing is that we have you looking into the past. I've been hurt before, right? I've had a failed marriage. Or if you haven't been married, you've been in a relationship that you thought was stable, you thought was going great, and maybe it didn't. Right? Because we end up with the 3. We end up with you leaving, trying to go find out what's going on out there, right? And what is she looking at? Her back's to us. She's looking at the water, right? She's looking at the emotion. But if I go forward, if I take this to the next level, then I got to feel the emotion. Oh, Cancer. Then I'm going to have to let the emotions bubble to the surface. And I don't know if that's where you're at right now. 9 of Wands tells me you've been hurt a lot and you're hiding behind the fear wall. That there's been a lot of things that you've been carrying around with you. But understand, we've got 9 and 1 is 10. It's time for you to drop the burdens of the things that happened to you in the past. Because I feel as though that you are... Jesus, a whole pile of cards that flipped. Hang on. I feel that you are... that you're scared you're going to get hurt again. But I think you need to drop that idea from the past, because not everybody is the same as the person in the past. or persons or situation, right? Yeah. It feels like you're trying to gain courage to connect to somebody in a way that's other than physical or passion. And again, I'm not saying that that's bad, but I feel like you're trying to gather the courage to drop the burdens of the past because you have regrets about the way things worked out in the past with other people, other situations. And you don't want to repeat that. You don't want it to happen again. We've got Leo here. You might have Leo somewhere in the chart, or they could be. You could be dealing with a Leo. We also have Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn here with the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is Taurus. So it could be a state of you're worried that someone might take your money. You're worried that someone might come for your stability. That you're trying to be courageous in the situation. You're trying to tame the inner beast. And what I mean by that is I feel like you have this beast that follows you around that it kind of is a reminder of what happened in the past. And I feel like you're worried about moving forward because you feel like, yeah, things aren't going to work out. You feel like the tower's going to come, change it all. I'm not making the best decisions. I'm scared. I'm worried. I'm trying to get some courage here. But you are someone who is going in and out of this person's life. But I think you want to stop that. I think that the tower comes in and has you stop the way that you are, feeling about this situation. I feel like the illusion is pulled down. You have a realization of sorts that this person is giving you reciprocity, right? We've got, I was looking at that going on the tower. So we've got the King of Pentacles on the tower. So I feel like it is money that you're worried about, that you've created some wealth and you're worried that someone might come along and want part of your wealth. And that's not an unfounded, concern. But I feel like the tower comes down and you realize that you actually want to either support this person or you want to take care of them. The King of Pentacles is the provider, right? Is the one who provides for others. Yes, like being a father, being a mate, that kind of thing. And you're looking at going on this other path of passion. The tower makes you realize that maybe not every situation is going to fall the way that every other situation did for you. This person that you're with gives you good reciprocity, right? You could be making this person wait for a while and maybe they're okay to wait. But I feel as though the Knight of Pentacles is saying, yeah, that there is something here that has been going on for a long time. Could be a long-term friendship. We have the Page of Wands. You actually got to get up and do something. So you've been ignoring it up till now. That you've been, getting closer and closer with this person, I feel. And you've been ignoring it up till now, ignoring, the feelings, ignoring the reciprocity. You're worried about making the decision. Maybe not ignoring the reciprocity, but I feel like that you're ready to receive the reciprocity, but you're not necessarily ready to take action on it. So that's what's keeping you up at night, right? And then we have the Hierophant and we have the Empress. Okay, so I feel like the person that you see, there's nothing wrong with them. You think that they're too good to be true. You feel like this person is quite a spiritual teacher. This person is someone who may have the same sort of ideals as you do. And the Empress is someone who's quite glowed up. So this is you looking at someone and knowing that they are beautiful and capable and take care of themselves. This person could be a spiritual teacher. This person could be someone who is a Taurus, because we have Taurus and Libra and Taurus here. We've got double Taurus here. This person gives you balance, and that's why you want to go to the crossroads. I feel like you're thinking about going to the crossroads, and I feel like it's here too, right? I feel like the tower falls and you realize that you've got to pick a path. There can be no more of this coming in and out and in and out, because this is temporary, right? This is going to change. And I feel like it's supposed to change. You're supposed to move forward, but you have to make a decision about what you're going to do here and whether you're just going to keep going in and out for the passion or whether you're actually going to have a committed relationship. That scares you, I think. Even though it's the Empress, it scares the heck out of you. Thanks, Cancer. All right, be right back. All right, Leo, here we are. Your sneak peek for this week. Leo, how are you? I hope you are well. Happy Monday to you. Here we go. Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What is up for Leo, please? Leo. Sneak peek for this week, Leo. Leo, Knight of Pentacles. Something's taking too long. Something's taking, but you know, it's taking a long time for a reason, I feel. All right. For some of you, maybe you're wanting to move. Move homes, move houses. Maybe you live at a distance from someone. It's taking too long. It feels like whatever's going on here has created a burden. I feel the burden is it's taking too long. I want to go. It's taking too long. Pisces and Cancer energy here. Sorry, no, Cancer energy here. And bottom of the deck we have the Emperor. So I feel like the Chariot is telling me that you either live at a distance from someone, that you are unsure of whether you want to move forward or not. I think you're in two minds about it. But it's been taking a very long time for you to come to the decision that you even want to go. The Ten of Wands tells me that this whole situation has become quite burdensome. You could be the Emperor. You could be wanting to head toward an Emperor. Emperor is Aries, but doesn't have to be. It can be any sign that qualifies as the Emperor. All the King's energy, right? The one who's doing it all, owns the business, runs the business, produces income for a lot of people to feed their families. Just listening. You've cut out something that is really burdensome for you. You got tired of talking about it. You didn't have enough clarity, and because you didn't have enough clarity, it's time to go. It's been taking too long to get your answers from somebody, and it's created burdens for you. Two of Wands tells me you need to take another path. The universe is saying, look, the world's in your hands. You're young, you can do whatever you want. No matter what age you are, you're young, and it's time for you to move forward. You really got your eye on this Ace of Swords in the reverse. There's no clarity here. So because there's no clarity, you have to cut someone out, but it took you a long time to make that decision. Because you know that you deserve more. I feel like whomever you could not get the clarity from is the one that caused the burdens within you, or you caused the burdens by just carrying it around. And I feel like it is time, because you couldn't get the clarity, it's time to cut someone out. You may have cut out a love. But for most of you, I think that you are cutting out or not really giving much energy or clarity to the Ten of Wands. I feel like you're dropping that and you're going forward. You're moving forward here, and it's just not worth paying attention to. The contract is over. And so something has ended in the past that's brought you to this point of the Two of Wands. I feel like you're looking for love. I feel like you're looking for new love, that you're tired of the same old thing. You're not going back there. You're tired of not getting clarity the way that you should, and it just drags things out, I feel. And the Chariot tells me that you just want to move forward finally. Yeah, it's time to take actions on the things that you've been thinking about. So you've been trying to plan or strategically plan a way forward, and I feel like you are finally going to take action on the plans that you've been thinking about. There's some knowledge that you have, and you've been hesitating to leave because I think whatever was back here was quite important to you but caused a lot of burdens. So I think that the Hanged Man is here to tell you that you've looked over it enough. You know what you want to do. And I feel like you're going with what the universe says here. The universe is telling you it's time to move forward. Chariot is a major arcana card, right? The Chariot is saying, look, it's time to move forward. As above, so below. This person's holding a wand, and whatever you have been manifesting, the place you want to go to, the speed at which you want to go there, the victory you want to have, I feel like you've been receiving downloads. There's a star at the top, right? You've been receiving downloads that you should go. Yeah, I think that the universe has been sort of telling you it's time. So whatever you've been thinking over, the situation that you've had your eye on, that you think you may have to make a sacrifice for, I feel like you're about to move forward. It has to do with love. you've been thinking over whether you should even bother getting into another relationship or not. I think that it's time for you to move on, though. It's time for you to get out of this Hanged Man energy. You've been there too long, and it's a stagnant energy, and it can be a little daunting, right? If you're constantly just thinking over, just looping back and thinking, I feel like you're that energy, that it's about time for you to move forward, that you've learned what you need to learn. The Hanged Man energy is important, right? It is Piscean energy. You know, it's a time where you're using your intuition to try and look at things. You know, if I do this, this is going to happen. If I do that, it's strategic, right? It's about planning and looking at situations as you look into the future about how to move forward. I feel like you're trying to decide what to do. We have the King of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Star. So I feel you're moving towards healing. You will have victory and healing from whatever happened back here, because I feel like it was a contract that didn't work out. For some of you, it could be job related, but for others of you, I think it's like a love contract or a life contract. I feel like you move forward. King of Swords tells me you cut out the situation in the past. You no longer have time for that. You find the truth and the clarity on that, and that allows you to move forward. It allows you to move forward in a way where you're kind of proud of yourself from getting through all of this here, Leo. And I feel like you're moving to victory and healing for sure. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. You don't have to. We've got Piscean energy here as well. And Cancer. Ooh, Tower in the distance. Some big change is coming. Some big change is coming for you, Leo. All right, Virgo. Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Virgo, if you're interested in a private read, please look below in the description. You will find a link to Wisio. It's the only place you can book me. And I have something there for everyone's pocketbook. All right, Virgo, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what is up for Virgo this week. Sneak peek for this week for Virgo. What's going on for Virgo this week, please? Possibly an apology. Something pops up that makes you emotional. Wow. Okay, I think what's making you emotional is a bunch of endings. We have a lot of 10s, right? We have a couple 10s here. I feel like for you, Virgo, a long-term relationship has come to an end, and unfortunately so has the family unit. I feel like the Ten of Cups is... I feel like you really feel badly that it ended the way it did. For those of you who haven't had anything that ended, I feel like there is something going on in a long-term relationship that isn't working for you. That there's a lot of silence, and when there isn't silence, that there might be arguments. Three of Pentacles down here is, you know, maybe you're doing all the heavy lifting and someone else is watching you do it all, and you feel like you're doing enough. That person's not doing enough. And so you had to go. It's time for you to move forward. I think that the Ten of Cups is here because it's the end of the cycle, and the Ace of Cups is next, which is the brand new love. I feel like I feel like you're going to be either leaving a situation, or maybe you've already left a situation. You feel like you've worked hard enough on this love situation here. You could be dealing with someone who is Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. For some of you, you could work with this person that you're in love with, but I think ultimately my feel here is that you've put enough work into the situation of love here, and all you're getting out of it is the Page of Pentacles. Or sorry, the Page of Cups. All you're getting out of it is the Page of Cups. You feel like you're not being loved on enough. You feel like you're the one always saying sorry. And I feel like you're over it. I feel like you're over trying to get somebody to work harder for the relationship that you're in. Page of Swords is, you're thinking about it, right? I feel like you received some sort of information regarding an emotional situation, a love, someone who you're deeply in love with. You get some information, or you have some knowledge of, or you're watching possibly someone that you have big feelings for. You could be watching them online, but ultimately I feel communication is what you want. You want to communicate your feelings to someone, but it feels like you feel so overwhelmed that you can't do that. And as things are kind of, it feels like the 10 is grinding to a halt. It feels like it used to be really happy here, used to be really happy and stable, but I feel like you want to invest somewhere else with someone else. 4 of Cups. You're tired of being where you are. You're in stagnant energy. Nothing's moving here. All we do is party. I see that with the 3 cups here. Also, maybe someone keeps offering you their cup and you keep saying, look, I'm kind of over it. Yeah. It feels like somebody is like, look, I'm over it. You keep a lot of things to yourself. You're not really sharing a whole lot of stuff, this Pisces and Cancer. I feel like you're keeping it in the soul. You're not really saying that you know that this is over. You're just not sure how to get out of it. You're not sure how to move forward. There is a friend who's been helping you, though. I feel like it's a friend you have affection for. Someone who has been trying to help you out of this dark place. I feel, Virgo, that and I don't usually do these negative readings, but honestly, it feels like negative energy. It feels like you have been sitting here so long that you have now kind of just shut down and you're not really saying anything. You're keeping it all to yourself. There's only one person that you're sharing that energy with, and that is someone who could be someone that you have affection for, that is a friend, or someone that you feel could be a soulmate. I mean, they could be one and the same, right? Page of Pentacles, you're looking elsewhere. I think that you are, that you don't really have a lot of money. You don't have a lot of stuff. Things have been hard for you back here. Making this decision has been hard. The decision you make to no longer work on this love situation and have communication with this other person, this friend or soulmate, I feel like you really want to start with someone new, that you don't want to be in the situation you're in anymore. Yeah, there we go. You've been sitting here for far too long, and I feel like that's what you need. I feel like wherever you are, you're not getting enough passion or affection. I feel like you want to begin brand new, that you're kind of over it. That's what it feels like. You're in a relationship right now, and you're over it. That's what I want to say. I think that's what's coming up for you this week, Virgo. Let's look at Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. My beautiful, creative Libras. Yes, let's take a look here. Libra, what is coming up for you this week? Sneak peek for this week, please. For Libra. You know what? I need a sip of something. My cafefe. All right. Here we go. Libra. Tell me what's up for Libra this week, please. Oh, okay. Just going to throw it right out there, hey? Oh. Libra, you don't usually come with the strong love energy at the beginning of a reading. Usually I got to figure it out. So, somebody lied about being passionate about you. Someone that you thought was your person. Beginning new. A new passion, something is ignited. But you're not telling someone that you're passionate about them. That's what it is. You're not saying something. It's a deceptive energy. And I don't know if you're deceiving yourself or if you're deceiving someone else, but you're hiding something from someone else here, Libra. I feel like the Lovers is telling me that you might have a choice between 2 people, and maybe you're just not sharing that information. Maybe you're dating and you're trying to make a decision about who the soulmate is, or who the person is that I choose. It is going to be the person that you're very passionate about, the one that gives you passion, the one that you want to open this new path of passion here with. The Ace of Wands is also, a situation that you're passionate about. I also feel like the passion you have is in the past. So for some of you, you're making a decision between someone from the past and someone from the present. Because it's time to move forward. It's time for change. It's divine timing, Libra. You must go. You must go, because I think the decision that you make is not going to be passion. It's going to end up being love. Yeah. That you have a lot of attraction for somebody. You're incredibly attracted to this person. They turn you on like no other. But I feel like what you're after is not necessarily the passion, because you can get that at the drop of a dime, but what you're looking for is love. And I feel like one of these people is the one that you have a lot of intimacy with, and the other person is someone that you have a depth of respectful love for. I feel like you have spent some time doing some thinking or growing. I feel like you're emotionally available, that you have now harnessed your emotional energy. I feel like you're keeping this energy from the person that you intend to give it to. You haven't said anything to anyone yet. The Wheel of Fortune's here, though. Things are moving forward in a divine way for you. It's time. If you're looking for a sign, it's time to move forward and tell that person how you feel. You've been hiding your feelings up till now. I think that you didn't think that there'd ever be someone in the future, Libra, but there is. King of Cups, whether they're feminine or masculine. I feel like somebody is very deep, someone who has a deep affection for you or a deep love for you. Someone who kind of knows how you feel about them, but I don't think they understand that you have this kind of love for them. The Wheel of Fortune is change, right? It's change. It's also fixed signs. When we move forward, we're not going back. It's time to move forward. We've got Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, and Leo. It may have taken you a long time to make this decision, because that's all fixed energies. The universe is here to say, look, it's time to go. Enough sitting around. Enough not making these decisions. It is time to go. You are choosing a soulmate based on either there's someone that you are very attracted to. There is no question about how attracted you are to this person and how attracted they are to you. But I feel like where your love lies is with the Empress, a Taurus and Libra. Someone who mirrors you because they're Libra, but is also Taurus, very grounded, right? Someone who is very balanced and knows exactly what they want. This is a person who could be of childbearing years. So if you don't want to get pregnant or get anyone pregnant, I'd say to be careful with that. But I would also say that the Empress is someone that you love deeply, that you have a very deep love for this person. And it is divine timing for you to move forward and make some sort of a swift decision. You could be deciding between the Empress and the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands could also be saying, look, it's just time to move forward. It's time to get up and do it. It's time for you to make a decision that no one else is going to like. You're going to color outside the lines. You're going to do your own thing. And you're going to go rogue. You'll do it when you want to do it, but you'll do it your own way. I feel like you know the path, that you're on the right path. I also feel like the Knight of Swords is saying that that you really want to move toward the Empress swiftly. Why is that? Because you want to take them out. I feel like you want to have some sort of a reunion, and you've been thinking about it for a while. I also feel like you haven't seen this person in a while, that it's been very quiet, and you've been thinking about what you should do. I feel like you're a little bit intimidated by the spiritual energy of the Empress, and so you're trying to learn your spirituality, find your path, find your light. You want to heal, and you want to heal this connection because you're looking for a wife or a husband. You're looking for a committed relationship, the ring, the house, the white fence, the whole 9 yards. I feel like you're not sure if there is a contract here. And also, if this person turns you away, you're just going to cut them out and keep moving and move to the next path. But I feel like you and this person ultimately just haven't been speaking. There's been silence here. And the sword, the Ace of Swords in the reverse tells me that there's unsurety here. You're not sure of where things stand with the Queen, or with the Empress, I should say. But it is time for you to get up and take action, for you to ask this person out, for you to be seen instead of hiding, right? The Hermit energy is about being in self-preservation mode. You're scared you're going to get hurt. This person won't give you clarity and is going to cut you out. I feel like this person is also looking for a person as well. That they're Two of Wands here. I feel you're both on the same path. And I feel that this is going to be a long-term committed relationship for you. Four of Wands, it's going to start out as maybe a move-in. Maybe, yeah, yours, mine, and ours. You bring your kids. I'll bring my kids. If there's any kids involved, there may not be. But I feel like it starts out as some sort of a balanced relationship, some sort of a stability. Yeah. You're looking for stability in a long-term relationship, but we've got the World card here. I feel like something major has ended here. I think what's ending here is the person you're cutting out is the person that you only go to for passion. The one that you have, maybe you have a great connection with them intimately, but not any other way. Yeah. And I feel like the feelings are all for the Empress. That might be this week. You might be talking to the Empress this week. It's up to you. All right, Scorpio, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Here we go. It is the 24th of October, and I'm being reminded of one of my favorite Scorpios, because I have many, and her name is Durgwadi. So I just want to say Happy Diwali to you, Durgwadi. Happy Diwali. All right, here we go. Here we go, Scorpio. Ooh, why am I getting chills already? Scorpio, what's going on this week? Why am I getting chills already? Woo, head to toe. What's going on, Scorpio? Nine of Wands, interesting. Scared, worried maybe. Am I healed enough? Am I healed enough? I'm going to hurt a lot. Am I healed enough? Because, I don't know, can I move forward? This is taking a very long time. Whatever it is taking a long time. I feel like you need to go over the details of something in order not to be scared about it. I feel like the Nine of Wands is looking at the Four of Swords, and I feel that's because the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, has always been the person who's always gotten hurt and tried to heal, and gotten hurt and tried to heal, and consequently we've gathered all these wands. Well, the Nine of Wands is where you can put down the burdens. You don't have to carry those anymore. You don't have to identify as the wounded warrior. You're not a person that everybody hurts. And I feel like it becomes, after a while, your identity. So please don't take that on as an identity. You can drop those burdens that you've been carrying. I feel like you've been carrying them for a while, and for a very long while, you've been feeling like the wounded warrior. We've got the Four of Swords here, which tells me that healing is what you've been trying to do. Healing from this thought of it never works out for me. It takes forever. Why does everybody have their stuff and I don't have it? Why does everybody have their person? Why does everybody have their house? Why does everybody have everything and I don't have it? Because it's still traveling. That's why. The opportunity is still on the way. It's not your time yet. That's what it looks like. The Eight of Swords tells me that you've got yourself in a space where you're not really moving, that your hands are tied, you can't move forward. You're trying to come up with some sort of a thought that's going to help you get through all of this, but I feel ultimately that you've got yourself trapped. Yeah, caged in by all of your thoughts, communications, connections. You keep playing the reel in your head, Scorpio, about the communications and connections that happened within some sort of a partnership. Yeah, you're still holding on to the partnership. 3 pentacles and 1 is 4, right? 4 of pentacles is either holding on really tightly to something or not saying anything about it while you're holding on to it tightly. I feel like you're trying to make a decision about a partnership. So to me, the partnership doesn't necessarily involve love. It's something that's growing slowly. I feel like it's people who are on your team, you're on their team, you get along really well. Communication is great, but you're trying to make a decision about what to do. Should you continue to hold on to this or not? I think you're going to hold on. I feel like this is the week that you come clean with someone about how you feel with them, feel about them. I also feel as though we've got, you know, 5 Pentacles. I love this card. I love it. 5 Pentacles. We haven't been talking. We haven't talked about the long-term relationship. We have this partnership, but we haven't talked about what we're going to do in the future. I feel like you don't belong, or you're on the outside looking in of these people who are celebrating and communing and having fun and enjoying each other. I feel like you want to tell somebody how you feel, and that you're willing to work on it, work on a long-term relationship. I'm just looking at 5, 6, 7, 8, right? I feel like it's a long-term relationship that you want to. I hesitate, Scorpio, because you are hesitating. You're not sure what you want. I feel like this is where you are with the 10 of Pentacles. You're at the 8 of Swords. You're not sure. You're kind of stuck up in your head thinking about it, but what if, but what if? Don't shoulda, woulda, coulda yourself. Don't do it. If you think you should do it, you need to take strides to move forward and get it done, because we have one life. You don't want to have regrets. We haven't seen the 5 of Cups yet. You don't want to have regrets. If this partnership works out, it's going to be grand. I'm just saying. The 10 of Pentacles tells me you're going to get all of it. You're going to have enough money, enough love, abundance. Abundance is a big word. It covers a lot of things. But first things first, I feel like you need to drop the burdens. The burdens of feeling like you're going to have to heal after this one too. You feel like it's going to... you feel like you could get hurt and it's not going to work. Look, 10 of Pentacles and 4 of Wands. I mean, for reals. Look at that, Scorpio. Balanced, passionate, good times, possibly blending families. We're going to get a house. We'll buy a house. We'll get a firm foundation first, and then we can build the 10 Pentacles. But I feel like you can build it because this person's on your team. They're already at the 3 of Pentacles with you. They're willing to work it out. They're willing to work with you. And they're waiting for you to give them this opportunity here, Scorpio. We have the Hanged Man and the 10 of Cups. You've been sitting there looking at these 10 Cups. Is this the person I want in my family? Is this the person I want to build a family with or a future with? I feel like you've been here before. It feels like you've been here before at the 10 of Cups. And the reason that you're looking at the 10 of Cups the way you are is because you're unsure. Look, I've had this before and it didn't work out. Here I am back on the road, right? 10 of Cups is the end of a cycle, right? And then we go to the Ace of Cups. So do I build with this person, or do I end this cycle and go to the Ace of Cups, someone new? I think you're in love with this person. Yeah, I think that you have an opportunity of love. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, a slow-moving opportunity of love here. You know that this person is on your team. You know that they are someone that you're very much in love with. Yeah, you know. Look, Leo. You might have Leo in the chart. Maybe you don't. Maybe your person does. But I feel as though this love makes you grow. It makes you stretch. I feel like the opportunity, should you decide to take it or give it or take it or whatever it's working out for you, Scorpio, it's going to be amazeballs. It is. It's going to cause you to stretch and grow in ways that you never did before. The sun is giving you clarity. It's allowing you to look at everything for what it really is and make your decision going forward. I feel, though, that you have to cut someone else out in order to take another chance with another person. So I feel that some of you have to cut somebody else out in order to move forward. And for others of you, the king represents just truth, right? He's wielding this sword of truth. I just need the truth. Are we going to do this again? Are we going to try it? Is it dead, or can we revive it? I think that you want to revive it. Yeah, you're going to take action. So I feel like this is the week, Scorpio, that something for you comes to a final end, something in the past, and that's something you're moving forward to. You're going to make communication. I feel like that thing you've been waiting to come to an end is here. It's this time. I feel like you've been waiting for something to end, and when that thing does end, because it will this week, I feel like you are going to get some communication, and it's going to take all your strength and courage to make that communication. All right, Sag, here we are. You and me in the cards, right? And your Saggy sister, Sag in my rising. Here we go, Sagittarius. That was a great reading you guys had for next week, by the way. Or for, no, it'll be for this week now because I did it last week. Yeah. All right. Here we go, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sagittarius. What is up for Sagittarius this week, please? Sneak peek for this week. Sagittarius. What do we got here? Sagittarius. All right. For some of you, you're moving on from the Emperor, and it doesn't feel good. For some of you, you are the Emperor, and you're moving on, and you're scared. Yeah, so the Emperor is Aries, doesn't have to be though. Understand the Emperor is a criteria as well, that you can be the Emperor because the Emperor is all the kings, right? All the kings are within the Emperor. So you could be literally any sign. The Emperor, who is he, right? He's someone who is probably got his own business. He's running the empire. So he could have multiple businesses. I say he because there's a masculine on the card, but please understand that it could be feminine or masculine because every masculine has feminine energy as well. So the Emperor, I feel, if you are the Emperor, I feel that it's time to move forward. Take your lumps, take the things that you have learned. It feels like it was a tough thing back there. Yeah. So if you are the Emperor, I feel like you're moving forward into the unknown. You're moving forward into a path that you can't see. You are going by the light of the moon. Yeah. I feel like you're really abundant and you want to move forward. I feel as though your emotions are getting the best of you, dear Emperor. That's what I feel. You're not really sure what's coming up in the future and it makes you emotional. You're on a path by yourself, right? Maybe you've taken 2 others with you, possibly children. But I feel as though if you're moving forward here, that it's a really overwhelming and confusing time for you because you have so many options. You have so many options that you can't make a decision, that you're up in your head about what's going on here, that you can't make a decision because you feel like you might make the wrong decision. That's where the moon energy comes in, right? Throwing a little moon energy onto the 8 of Swords helps you just stay stuck where you are in the dark, not making decisions and not really wanting to move forward. You have to, though. It's time to go. It's time to go. There's nothing left in the past for you here. It's time for you to move forward. Sagittarius. There you are. No, that's Leo, sorry. Yeah, that's Leo. Okay. Sorry, just listening to Charlie. So, a couple ways. The Emperor could be confused or overwhelmed because it's time to move forward. It's time to move forward and you can't make a decision about how you want to move forward or where you're going to go, what the decision is. You're up in the 8 of Swords, right? Up in the head. Not being able to make a decision, hands are tied, don't want to see where you're going, but you know you have to go. I feel like there is... Yeah, I feel like you switch into a little bit of ego in order to get through this. And I don't say that in a derogatory way. I mean, when we don't know the way forward and we can't make decisions about what to do, sometimes we just switch into ego and just kind of bulldoze it, right? And that wouldn't be unlike the Emperor. But I also feel like some of you are moving away from the Emperor. So if the Emperor is the one that's been confusing you, the one that you wanted to have victory with, but this person hasn't made a decision about you, maybe it's time for you to move forward and you're scared to do that alone. We've got the Hierophant. For some of you could be dealing with a Taurus. You don't have to be. But I feel like you are waiting on communication from a Taurus or from a spiritual person, a psychologist, psychiatrist. There's some sort of fast-moving energy here. And it has to do with fixed energy. I don't want to move from the place that I'm at, or you're waiting to have communication with someone who's very stuck in their ways. They could have outdated ideas of what's going on in relationships. Maybe they're older than you, but I feel as though you can teach them something. But I think that that's the thing they're afraid of. I don't necessarily know that they want to learn anything. We have victory. I think that you want victory with the Hierophant. For some of you, you want victory just with your own spirituality, but I feel like you want victory in getting this Hierophant to move forward with you. I don't know if it's going to work, though. You could have Taurus in your chart. Absolutely. You could have Aries in your chart. Could be dealing with a Leo or have Leo in the chart. We have Pisces and Cancer here as well. Okay, so what I feel is you're trying to have the courage or find the courage to make a communication with the Hierophant to let them know this is it. Either we're going to move forward and be courageous about this long-term relationship that you've been kind of dodging up till now. Not you, Sagittarius, but they have, I feel. Somebody's been dodging you, answering questions about whether this is a long-term thing or not. I think that if you don't get the right answer from the Emperor, you're going to move forward. Or maybe it's the Hierophant you're dealing with. Maybe you are the Emperor. Because the Emperor would just cut out and move along, right? And Temperance, there you are. Yeah. Sagittarius wants the long-term relationship and is trying to have courage to move forward by themselves, because I feel like this Hierophant isn't budging. That's what it feels like. It feels like the Hierophant is very stuck in their ways, and you've been communicating with them or they've been communicating with you, and you're not really getting anywhere. It feels like things are spinning, but not really landing anywhere. So I think you're thinking about moving away. Either you're moving away from someone else and you don't like it. Yeah, the Emperor's confused, so I don't know if that's you or them. The Emperor's confused about their emotions. They don't know if they want this or not. Maybe that's you, maybe it's them. The Hierophant, though, is the one that's making communication. It's like they give you communication and then you don't hear from them for a while. Moon card, right? You don't hear from them for a while. They go into the Eight of Swords and the Moon card. And they come in for passion at times. So you've got a physical relationship with this person. And it's taking a really long time to get them to commit. You want the balance of the commitment. And you're trying to find the courage to be alone in the dark while this person is making up their mind about you. Don't give away your power like that. You're the Queen of Wands. Don't give away your power like that. You're waiting for them to make a decision about you. Make your own damn decision, right? You're the queen. You do what you want when you want to do it. You have a business, or you are doing really well in your job, taking care of yourself. You can do what you want when you want to do it. You don't have to wait around for anybody to make a decision about you. I think you're holding the door open because you're hoping that somebody is going to come forward. I think it's the Hierophant. You're hoping that this person is going to come forward, and the Hierophant and the Emperor are, kind of in the same realm of, I feel like you two connect, but not in a spiritual way. That's what I feel. That you want this person to connect with you in a spiritual way, but I feel that you're the teacher and you're the one that's making the communication, but they're kind of holding off this whole, not sure if I want the long term. You want the balance, you want the healing, and you're waiting for them to make a decision about you. I think you need to make your own decision as to whether you're going to cut them out or not. All right. Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Capricorn. What is up for you this week? Your sneak peek for this week, Capricorn. Capricorn. Feels like an ultimatum. Capricorn, it feels like an ultimatum. Yeah. I feel like you're ready to deliver a lot of verbal information to somebody who is a soulmate. I feel like you're making a decision as to whether you should stay or go. Should I stay or should I go now? Yeah, Knight of Swords, right? And now that earwig is in your ear. Should I stay or should I go now? You're welcome. So the Knight of Swords, yeah. So I feel like you have a lot to say. I feel like you've been carrying something around that's really heavy, and it's time for you to figure out what's going on here. You're going to cut it out or you're not. I feel like the Six of Cups is telling me that you have a really good relationship with someone who is a friend and a lover. Someone who fills the bill of the Six of Cups. You feel like you've known each other forever. You have affection for each other. I feel as though the Knight of Swords is looking back at the Six of Cups saying, you know what, you're going to have to decide whether you are my soulmate and whether we're moving forward or not. Because if we're not, I'm moving out. I'm leaving. I'm leaving, and I'm going towards, all of the happy things that I think are out in the oasis for me here, out in my life. I need to go on an adventure, and I'm not getting that with you. The Knight of Swords is something really quick. I feel like you've been holding on to something for a while that you want to say, and all of a sudden, boom, one day you just say it. Look, are we in or are we out? Because I'm tired of dealing with the crap, right? I feel like you two get along, and when you get along, it's really great, and when you don't get along, it's terrible. Three of Wands. I feel like you've already made a decision that you want to move forward with or without this person. I feel like you're ready to receive whatever's coming next. If this person wants to hang out with you, you're cool with that. And if they don't, you're ready to begin again. Because you have more than one option. I feel for some of you, you're getting ready to end a relationship here, and you're wondering, is it dead or is it worth reviving? Is it worth trying again? Is it worth reinvesting in this relationship that seems very heavy to me? It seems like the Knight of Swords has a lot of heavy shit to talk about. Heavy, right? Great big pumpkin. That this owl is carrying. The owl is very wise, and it's also about endings. And that's why I was saying that maybe you're thinking about ending something here. Owls are about death, but they're also about wisdom and knowledge. So I feel that you're going at this person that you think is the soulmate with wisdom and knowledge. You want to know if they want to reinvest or if it really is the end. Should we breathe life into this thing, or should I go? Justice. Either way, all you want is balance. Either way, what you want is communication. In this particular one, you can see that this person's carrying a sword across the shoulders. That means that they want clarity of the mind, right? It's above the heart, above the shoulders. We're not looking at the heart anymore. We're looking at, am I justifying the situation? Can we justify beginning again? Can we justify just leaving it dead? The universe is saying that if you want to breathe life into it and reinvest, you can do that. It may bring you balance, but I'm not saying it's going to bring you forever balance, right? It may just slip back into the way it was, but that's totally up to you. You need to make that decision for you, Capricorn. Page of Swords, Two of Wands. So we need to communicate about it. And I don't know when I want to do that, because the page carries a sword, and so does the Justice. So I feel like you're undecided about what you want to say, but I feel like what's going to happen is you're going to tell somebody that it's time to either shit or get off the pot. It's time for you to make a decision to be all in, or we're going to let this thing die. We're not going to breathe life into it again, and I'm going to go. And you're fighting with yourself, right? 3 and 2 is 5 wands. You're fighting with yourself about, what should I say? I'm not really sure if I should say it. You're arguing with yourself as to whether or not you even want this thing to revive itself, right? You're not exactly sure right now. Is it the end? Well, if nobody takes action, if you don't take action and make communication, if they don't take action and make communication, things stay as they are. Nobody's doing anything. The Page of Wands in the reverse is no messages coming in. We're not talking about anything. We're not going on any paths of passion. Nobody's taking action. And that's really immature. It's really immature to waste your time, because look, I'm telling you, I'm at age 55 next year coming up, and you do not have time. I don't care if you're 15, 20, 30, I don't care how old you are, you do not have time. This is one life. We have 4 of Pentacles. You're holding on to it all. You want the other person to want what you want, and they don't want what you want, Capricorn. I think you're holding on to this non-action. You two are not taking action. You're actively not participating in any relationship here. Yeah. You're holding on to it though, but you're not talking. I feel like there's that you're experiencing financial difficulties, that you want to be single. 5 and 4 is 9. You do, or your person does. I feel like there's financial hardship here, that you're barely making it check to check. And that's added to the non-action here. Somebody needs to get up and do something. Get up and say something or leave. Sorry to be so blunt. 7 of Wands, but you're standing your ground. So we're at a deadlock. Yeah. Do you carry on with this person or do you not? That's going to be what you're deciding this week, I believe. All right, Aquarius, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aquarius. Here we go. This is your sneak peek for this week, Aquarius. Welcome. If you're wondering if you need to have a question answered, I do have one question available over on Wizio. Look in the description, please. You'll figure out how to get over to Wizio and sign up there. I do have space. I am caught up. Yep. Here we go. Aquarius. Ooh. Yeah. Look, I know that you want the reciprocity. Yeah. I know that you want the reciprocity here, but you're not getting it. What you're getting is the 3 of Pentacles. It's not growing. That's what it feels like. You want the 6, but it's at the 3. Yeah. Charlie just said the clarity is, it's at the 3. And what brings you the clarity is the Tower. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You don't have to be. But I feel like the Tower is here. It's a realization that what you want is not what you're getting. Yeah. What you want is to be open to receive, for someone to be open to receive from you as well, to make things all balanced out. You give me, I give you, we, back and forth, but I feel like it's not growing. I feel like you intend, like you're stuck doing all the heavy lifting while the other people are watching on. You're the person who's doing all the work. They're not doing anything. You're the one that's built the 3 Pentacles, and they're not helping with the build. They may be appeasing you with conversation, trying to say, I'm on your team. Rah, rah, us. We're going to do it. But ultimately, I feel like what the Tower is bringing is the fact that you should be single. 6 and 3 is 9. 9 Pentacles, abundant, single, doing your thing, running a business, living your life, and there's no more indecision about why am I not getting 6? Why are they only giving me the 3? The Tower is coming in to pull down any illusions that you may have had about a situation where you're not currently getting, you're not really getting any reciprocity. This person is watching you do all the heavy lifting. You're doing all the initial texts. You're doing the calling. You're doing the let's go out. You're planning all the dates. This person is not really putting any energy in here. Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse, and so is the Ace of Swords. I feel like it feels like it doesn't feel good, is what I'm going to say, Aquarius. It feels like somebody has bled you out for money. It feels like somebody has kept you holding on and holding on. I also feel it's time for you to be a little selfish. It's time for you to start making decisions for yourself instead of waiting for other people to make decisions. I feel like you're getting no clarity in this situation, and I really don't feel that this is any sort of contract that, it's not a love contract. It's not any of that. No. I feel like it's a karmic situation, and that it is time for you to make the decision, not anyone else, but you to make the decision about whether you're even going to talk to this person again or not. It's time for you to be a little bit selfish and stop giving it all away. And I feel like part of it is financial, but ultimately I feel like the Queen of Pentacles, when she's in the upright, she's the She's the multitasking queen. She's giving away everything, right? She's always giving of her time and her money and her energy to anyone who wants it. And I feel like you've been bled dry because you've been the one giving and giving and giving the 6 of Pentacles, and you've only been getting 3. And every time you give 6, they give you 3, and you end up being out 3, right? It's dollars and cents almost, right? And I feel like it could have to do with that. There could be someone here who's with you for financial reasons. I hate to say it that way, but it looks that way. I feel like the Tower comes and it really rocks you off your foundation. You have a realization that this isn't working out the way you thought it was going to work out. It's time to go. Yeah. You have to make the decision to cut somebody away and go because you have no clarity here. They're not talking to you. You're the one that's doing all the work. And every time you give away 6 pentacles, they only give you 3. You keep losing money. This relationship has really not grown from anywhere. That's what it feels like. It's really not grown. It's time for you to move on quickly because there is victory coming up, right? That's what the Chariot is about. It's about victory. It's also about having opposing views and not really sure what you want to do to move forward. But I feel like you're going to get that in downloads, Aquarius, right? I feel like you are going to get that in some downloads. You're going to know what to do about love. It's time for you to stop holding open this cycle. It's been long enough. You've been holding open a cycle of love. Something you don't want to end, but something that is over, or something that is bleeding you dry. Whether that is your emotions or money or whatever it is. You're trying to make the decision to whether you want to reinvest or whether you want to try and find the strength or the courage to carry on in this relationship. I feel like the decision is yours, but you need to get a backbone because if you reinvest in this thing again, I feel as though you'll feel good about yourself, the courage, but you don't know what is going to go on from here. You don't know whether this person is even going to wake up enough to take this cup. Yeah, I feel like somebody's snoozing on the job. It feels like somebody is very, very much about themselves and not necessarily about you, but you're the Queen of Pentacles in this story, I feel. You're the person who keeps giving and giving and giving and not getting anything in return. So I feel like the Queen of Pentacles could feel a little drained. Yeah, it's not fun, right? We've got the 4 and the 5. Yeah. I feel like you can be happy on your own. I feel like you are somewhat emotionally happy, but this situation has been throwing you here. You're not sure how to feel about it. You're not sure what to do, how to move forward. It's almost as if you were this really strong person, and then all of a sudden, this relationship kind of just whittled you away, like whittled pieces of you away. It's really been hard for you to carry the whole thing by yourself. I think it's time to go. You have regrets about how this all turned out, of course, and who wouldn't, right? If you've put some time into it, you don't want to have regrets about what didn't work out. So I feel like you're, being a fixed sign, and I know about fixed signs because I am one, I'm Taurus, and you will wait it out until it's dead and you know that it's dead in the grave, right? Tell me about this Tower. We've got the 2 of Pentacles. I really feel like it has something to do with money. Somebody here has been drained of their finances, or somebody's taken advantage of you and you've just had a realization, wait a second, I'm putting all this in and they're not giving me anything, and it's created a bunch of burdens. And that's why the Tower's here. The Tower came to bust the illusion. The illusion, yeah, there you go. You realize that it's over. It's time to let it go. Time to let it go. All right, Aquarius, this might be the week you decide to let it go. And if it's not, don't pressure yourself. You got to be ready to do it, right? All right, Pisces, here we are, my 2 fishes friends. And 2 fishes in my moon. And as you've noticed, I've gotten out some regular readings for you. It's going to be a regular thing, y'all. So stick with me. Stick around. Give you this energy, you give me yours. We are Pisces, right? All right, here we go. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sneak peek for this week for Pisces. It's coming up for Pisces this week, please. Pisces. Pisces, possibly a soulmate connection or someone you've known for a long time that you have an affection for, a deep affection, someone that you have exchanged maybe gifts with at Christmas, or, you know, someone that you are quite friendly with, someone that you've known for a long while, someone who also has affection for you, I feel. Oh, well, Pisces. This kind of goes along with the reading that I did just recently. Yeah. Just listening, sorry. I want to talk, but sometimes Charlie talks over me, so I wait. You're waiting on this soulmate. Yeah. You're waiting on a soulmate. You're waiting on someone, and I've said it before, and I say it in your readings because it keeps coming up the same way. This is someone you have affection for. You've not dated this person. You've not been married to this person. You don't have a romantic history with this person. I feel like it's deep affection for someone that you know, that you've known for a long time. This feels like a friendship that is about to cross over into something else. Cross over. Right? The Judgment, of course, is about, is it really dead? Yeah. Is it done, or is it being revived? Are we going to breathe life into it? Is it a reconciliation situation? Could be reconciliation with this friend. Maybe you haven't seen this friend in a while. I gotta say, it doesn't feel like it's romantic. It feels like it's affection. It doesn't feel like love. But it does feel like a soulmate. Soulmate friend, perhaps? Oh, interesting. So this soulmate friend, I feel, is going to come forward for you, Pisces. This person could be Pisces or Cancer. But of course, that's your card, right? The moon. You don't know what to think. You don't see it coming. You don't see it coming. Pisces, this person who used to be your friend, or who is your friend, not used to, but who is your friend, who you've known for a long time, that you have deep affection for. You might even be attracted to this person, but I feel it's mostly an affection thing, that you have like a heart space. I feel like Charlie's showing me a string. Between two people, there's a bow on one side, a blue bow and a red bow. And I feel like that this person that you are energetically attached to, you don't see them coming. They're going to ask you, is it over? Like, is our friendship over? I haven't talked to you in a long time. Is this going to be something we are going to be able to resurrect? Should we carry on with it? Or should we just stay silent? Should we stay silent about it? I feel like there is somebody who's waiting to come forward. The Fool's looking at the Three of Wands like, come on, let's go. What are you waiting for? We got emotional things, right? We got to take a leap of faith. It's time to go. But I think you're scared to take the leap of faith, and that might be what's holding it off. Virgo and Pisces here. It throws you off, yeah. Pisces, it throws you right off. You're kind of waiting, right? You're on the tightrope. You're like trying to keep your balance, and you're not really sure what's going on here. You don't know because the moon energy is here. You have feelings for this person. You have feelings that you haven't talked about. They have feelings that they haven't talked about. So if you're the person who's in the situation with this friend who's been a friend for a long while, I feel like it's all coming together in the moon energy. They're not telling you, you're not telling them, but things are about to resurrect in a way that I feel is going to have a new start here. This person wants to move forward to you, but they feel as though they don't have enough abundance to do that. They want to be more abundant. This person might be someone who is not necessarily having a good time financially. Maybe it's you, but maybe it's them. But I feel like this person is maybe taking care of themselves, that they've given so much of themselves to everything and everyone over the years that they end up being depleted. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, yes, it's about stability and not really having stability. When it's in the reverse, it's also about financial things. And maybe this person, you or them, it doesn't have enough finances or feels that they're not abundant enough to move forward, but they're doing it anyway. I feel like there's a cycle that needs to end here in order for this Judgment card to be, in order for things to be resurrected or breathed life into, or a reconciliation. And when I say reconciliation, it feels like you've been out of touch with this friend for a while. Not silent, but I feel like you still have affection for them and you just haven't talked to them in a long while. But I feel like they've been thinking about you and you're way up in your head about them. Are they coming by? When are they coming? Is this a reconciliation? Are they coming? It's like this energy right here, the Moon and the Eight of Swords, tells me you don't know what's going on. You have a knowing, but you don't know what's going on, right? We got Pisces here and Pisces here. You have a knowing, but you don't know, right? Well, I think that things are going to be confirmed to you. Yeah. I think this person shows up as the Empress, or they see you as someone who has had a glow up, someone who has, someone they're incredibly attracted to, someone, they see you as all of it. You're the mother. You're possibly someone who is in childbearing years. Maybe you're not. Some of us glow up late. And, but I feel as though that this person is trying to make a decision about what to do about you. I also feel that you're up in your head. You don't know what they want to do. You don't see them coming. You don't know what they're going to do, but you've also got a connection with them that you can't drop, right? Of course, the Empress has a lot of options, right? Oh, okay. A lot of options, but I feel like in the back of your mind that you are, whether you're the Emperor or the Empress, that you feel overwhelmed by this whole situation because it went from the 6 to the 7 really quickly. It's like we're affectionate friends and now all of a sudden I'm thinking about you constantly. Now I have emotions and I don't know which cup to pick and I'm not sure if you're going to take my cup anyway. We have the Emperor and the Empress, right? The person coming toward you is interested in your glow up because they've also glowed up. Yeah, they've also had a glow up. They've healed. They've done a lot of healing. But they're arguing with themselves as to whether they should come forward. They are going to come forward, though. We do have the Knight of Wands. They are going to come forward. They have regret for not speaking to you sooner. But here we go. There's the wheel. There's change coming. Things are moving forward. There is someone who wants to invest with you. And yeah, there we go. Someone who wants to invest with you, and it's time for you two to get together and see each other. They have an apology for you. Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck. It's time for this change to move forward, Pisces. You might be dealing with Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, or Aquarius. Don't have to be, but this is positive change, fortunate change. It's divine timing. It's coming. And I just got a feeling of like my heart just dropped to my stomach like, holy shit, it's going to go down. Yeah, that's what I feel for you. It's going down. And it might be this week. Just saying. All right, Pisces, I'm out here. Thank you so much for coming here. If you've watched up to here, I love you. And if you're a cross-watcher and you've watched up to here as well, thank you so much. I do appreciate you guys. I do have, like I said, room over at Wizio if you're interested in doing a private read with me. I'm always giving you my time. I'm out. I love you guys. Bye-bye.